It was 2:47 a.m. The station had been abandoned for over a decade, but the announcement system suddenly turned on. Last train arriving on platform 2. There are no trains here, not anymore, and I was completely alone.
My name is Daniel Carter. First night on the job. Security guard. Black Hollow Station, West Virginia. The supervisor told me one strange rule. After 3 a.m., don't look at the tracks. I laughed. Old buildings make noise, that's what I thought, until the clock hit 3 and the lights on platform 2 turned on by themselves.
The speakers crackled. Then a broken voice whispered, "Train approaching." A cold wind rushed through the tunnel. Dust started moving, like something was coming, but there was no sound of a train, only silence. And then a figure appeared at the end of the platform, standing perfectly still, too tall, too thin, its head tilted at an impossible angle. I blinked. It was gone. Behind me, footsteps, slow, wet. I turned the flashlight down. Footprints, fresh, leading from the tracks toward me. But there was no one there.
The announcement system turned on again. This time, it was my voice. "Daniel, don't turn around." My hands started shaking because I never told anyone my name. A breath touched the back of my neck. Warm, rotting. Something was standing right behind me. I turned. The flashlight hit its face. No eyes, no nose, just a stretched, smiling mouth. And hanging from its neck, a rusted train ticket, stamped with today's date. The speaker screamed, "Final boarding call!" and the sound of a train echoed through the empty station. Daniel Carter didn't remember falling asleep. One moment he was in the control room, the next he was standing on platform 2. Black Hollow Station had only one platform, but this one felt real. The clock on the wall was frozen at 3:07 a.m., the same time the train arrived. A cold wind moved through the empty station. The lights flickered. The loudspeaker turned on by itself. "Next train arriving on platform 2. Daniel's breath stopped. There were no tracks, only darkness. Then he heard it. A train moving inside the void, metal grinding, wheels screaming, but nothing visible. A shape began to form, the front of a train, crushed, burned, twisted, like it had died in an accident. The door opened. No one stepped out, but the floor became wet. Footprints appeared, one by one, walking toward Daniel. The loudspeaker whispered, "Tickets, please." A shadow stopped in front of him. Something cold touched his hand. A ticket appeared, burned at the edges. Seat number 307. The lights went out. Total darkness. A voice behind him said, "You weren't supposed to see platform 2. Daniel turned. The station master stood there. Half his face was melted. "You let the train stop," the figure said. "Now you must finish the shift." The ground began to shake. The ghost train entered the station. Every window had a face, burned, screaming, frozen. All the doors opened. Every head turned toward Daniel. The loudspeaker screamed, "Final boarding!" The shadows pushed him forward. The ticket in his hand burned. He tried to run, but there was no exit, only the train. The station master pointed, "If you don't board, you replace us." Passengers began stepping out, making space for him. Their bodies were broken, their eyes empty.
Daniel realized the truth. This train needed a new conductor, and it had chosen him.
The whistle blew. The door slammed open. A burned hand grabbed his shoulder, pulling him inside. Daniel screamed.
He woke up, back in the control room. 3:06 a.m. Everything normal. No platform 2. No train. No ticket. It was a dream.
The loudspeaker turned on. Next train arriving on platform 2. Daniel looked down. In his hand, the burned ticket. Seat 307.
The train is coming back, and this time, Daniel Carter is on board.
Daniel Carter stepped onto the platform. The fog was thick, curling around the empty benches. Flickering lights revealed shapes that shouldn't exist. He heard a faint whistle echo, but no train was due. Daniel froze. New footprints appeared beside his own. No one else was on the platform. Step by step, they moved forward, matching his pace. A chill ran down his spine. The old wall clock began spinning backwards. 12:04, 12:03, 12:02. Dust floated in the pale light. Daniel felt time itself was twisting around him. The security radio crackled to life. Daniel, track 7. His name drawn out in a metallic whisper. No one was there, yet the voice felt close.
A distant white light appeared inside the tunnel. Fog swirled violently, as if the air itself was alive. Daniel strained his eyes. The train tracks were empty. No wheels, no sound, yet the light moved closer.
A tall, dark shadow appeared behind Daniel. He turned slowly. The platform was empty. Then he felt it, a presence pressing on his back. His flashlight trembled in his hand.
A metallic screech filled the station. The lights flickered violently. Daniel stumbled. The radio shrieked again, echoing inside the empty void. The ghost train was here.
Dark tunnel, heavy fog, ghost train light far away. It's coming back, and this time it won't leave anyone behind.
The train finally stopped. The metal screamed as the brakes locked. Daniel Carter stood frozen on platform 2. The doors slowly opened. Inside the train, there were passengers, but none of them moved. None of them breathed. Their eyes were open, and they were all staring at Daniel. The loudspeaker crackled again. Final boarding call. Daniel stepped back. He wasn't supposed to be here. But one passenger slowly stood up, a man in a burned conductor uniform. His head tilted unnaturally. Then he pointed directly at Daniel. Suddenly, Daniel remembered something. 3 years ago, a train crashed near Black Hollow. Dozens of people died, and the night guard on duty that night was Daniel Carter. He was the one who ignored the warning signal, the same signal that froze at 3:07 a.m. The conductor stepped off the train. His footsteps echoed through the empty station. You were supposed to stop us. His voice sounded like broken metal. Daniel felt the ground shaking. Behind the conductor, every passenger slowly stood up.
The station lights suddenly went out. Darkness swallowed everything. Then Daniel heard footsteps, dozens of them, coming closer, closer, closer.
The clock suddenly started ticking again. 3:07 a.m. 3:08 a.m. Daniel turned toward the train. The doors were closing. The conductor was still pointing at him. Your shift is not over. The train slowly disappeared into the tunnel.
Silence returned. Morning light entered the station. Police found the control room empty. Daniel Carter was never seen again. But every night at 3:07 a.m., a train still arrives at Platform 2 at Black Hollow Station.